What's up, party people? What's happening?
This is the Incredible G.
And I'm your host with the most, Mr. Ron, with a little pick.
Episode 24. This is Ron's pick. I'll let you introduce.
That's a good one.
I can't wait for people's comments.
Yeah, I know this is gonna. It's a little odd one, but it had to be on the list for some reasons that you're just about to find out. So, party people, I bring you A Nightmare on My Street by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince from 1988, from the album He's the DJ and I'm the Rapper. You ready to do this?
Yep.
Alright.
Jazzy Jeff, Fresh Prince, Originality.
Yep.
These two guys, everything they did was original at that time because they started a lot of things, a lot of trends, break some doors.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't recognize them as a force in that game, but they are.
And it's true though. For some reason, I don't know why the hip hop community cannot give. I find like they really cannot give props to DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince while they truly had their place in hip hop culture. Now, I do need to specify that it's DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince and not Will Smith. I'm sorry, Will, but the solo stuff was unacceptable, man. Sorry, my man.
But Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince, everything
they had something.
Every album,
you know,
they did until I think I Can Beat Mike Tyson. That's
the only album that was like, I was like, what happened? But they still had their first album, Rock the House. That was good. Okay, it was good. They had Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble. After that, they had He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper, which to me,
that was a double album.
That was a double album. And
first double album in the hip hop game.
Not only that,
Wu-Tang.
Not only that, but there's a clear cut where like there's one album that is for the MC and one album strictly for the DJ.
That's before the Outkast concept. You have one Big Boy, one Dre 2000.
That's right.
So that's true.
After that, they did the album I Think I Can Beat Mike Tyson that was questionable. But then they came back with Home Base.
Home Base, you know.
Which, if you listen to the song Summertime, because I was like, it really sounds like Rakim rhyming. Check it out. Listen to Ra's
let's keep that
flow.
Yeah. It has to be on
I'm going off topic here. So
is gonna be
originality. So I will tell you, for 1988 it was original. Okay. During that year, the Fat Boys, a little bit after them, they dropped another rap song about Freddie called Get Ready for Fred. Right? Are you ready for Freddie? Which wasn't that good. To me, I find to take an horror movie icon like Freddy Krueger and make a rap song with it, I was sold. I was sold from the get-go. I was sold from the get-go. So for originality, I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I get 5 on it.
Damn.
That's right.
I don't know. You got that five-aritis. I'm contagious. I think people.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I give credit where credit is due, and this song was damn original.
But me, it was original, really funky to make a rap song. They started a movement without knowing the Arakawa rap genre before Grave Diggers, Insane Clown Posse, you know, people that went with the obscure stuff. they didn't know what they sparked,
there was this other guy,
Necro, something, Buddha, this guy from Texas, the Buddha. But for that, I give it a 3.
3?
Yeah.
So did the role switch? Now you're stingy and I'm handing out 5s?
No, I give it a 3. You know, for me it was original, but that's it. The originality was about our song, but that's it. Let's take it to delivery, lyrics, and flow.
Delivery, lyrics, and flow. So I'm gonna start right off by saying, like, right from the get-go, the flow is outdated. Okay, so here I am. I'm sitting down and I'm trying to review this song, and I'm listening to the song, and I'm just laughing. I'm chuckling. You know, like, this is funny. Would the rhyme scheme stand in 2019? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Later, nah.
Absolutely not. But even when it was time to find a quotable, I did find one, but it was a little difficult because the whole song is a story and makes sense. And if you really like pay attention, you could really dive into it, which I did. And for my quotable, of course, courtesy of Genius.com, I chose a part, and it goes, here's what we'll do. We got a lot of work here, me and you. The souls of your friends, you and I will claim you've got the body and I've got the brains. The reason why I chose is because it's word for word part of Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. And I was like, oh, you know what? You know, just like as a little side, I'm a huge horror movie fan. Huge. Freddy Krueger, the whole Nightmare on Elm Street series is right there. Like, you know, every Halloween I'll watch like a couple of movies. So, delivery and flow, I will give it a 4.
Damn. You know, Jazz Jeff, Fresh Prince, I give credit. These guys made an impact in the game. But for lyrics and flow on that one, they had better ones, you know. And me, Fresh Prince, always had a way of words without cursing and obscenity and cool battle rap. Mm-hmm. He could strictly crush you in a battle.
Yeah.
Without profanity, just with humor, you know. Mm-hmm. He had a way. His lyrics were fun to listen to, but this one was one of his weakest to me. As a hip-hop quotable, I said, yo, Fred, I think you got me all wrong. I ain't partners with nobody with nails that long. Look, I'll be honest, man, this team won't work. The girls won't be on you, Fred, your face is all burnt, you know?
But ain't that funny, though?
Yes, don't get me wrong. Fresh Prince, I always love his stuff. It was funny, easy to ride through, something to, you know, you couldn't not skip on it. But on this one, I had to go with a 2.5.
2.5, man?
Yeah, it was... That is
Yo, best. You're getting stingy.
But guys, if that song had an impact, had more impact, you'll see in my little review topics like in relevance and impact. That's where you're gonna see why it's chosen.
Oh, okay. I feel you. So right now, let's go into the production. Why don't you go first, my man?
The beat was alright. And true to the original sample of the Nightmare on Elm Street, you know, and DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, they both produced most of their own tracks. Yeah. Of their first 4 albums, you know, so they collaborated on everything they did. And on this one, you got Brian Chuck New. That this is a guy that produced for Houdini, Nanny Sherry, Jazz, Big Jazz, you know, from Jazzo. Skinny Boys, Movie Down Production.
Remember Skinny Boys?
Skinny, that ain't enough. You know?
Skinny.
So, and Kool Moody, and even The Cure.
What?
Billy Ocean, Bryan Adams, and Massive Attack. This is a complete producer. He touched a lot of genre.
I had no idea.
And he touched that song too, you know. And also, who touched that? This guy is not from hip hop. His name is Pete Q Harris, and he produced for Houdini, Kool Moody, Jazz too. Because back then, the big houses, you always had to have somebody from a studio,
Yeah,
that
like
touch your rap songs.
Yeah.
It wasn't all.
He wasn't necessarily a guy who was into hip hop.
That's why he was just.
He could be like a sound engineer
and everything. And this guy, Pete Curaris, he produced, like I said, for Houdini, Comedy, Jazz too. And he also produced one of my ultimate teens days rock song. Forget before rap came, we're from Canada, we discovered rap around 87. We used to listen to every kind of music, and still like we do. We are not hip-hop purists, we're musical purists, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But our first
we're
love
music fans.
Music fans, but my heart goes to hip-hop, you know? And that guy, Pete Curaris, produced Touch Me by Samantha Fox.
Oh, sure.
One of my ultimate first crush. She was a British rocker. So Google it.
I know who Samantha Fox is.
Yeah. But she broke my
Samantha
heart
Fox.
when we knew she never love any man.
Yeah.
It's like, it broke my heart, you know?
Well,
so
I'm sure she broke many hearts.
Many hearts. But, and that song basically just uses one sample.
Yeah.
The main title of the score of
exactly by Charles Bernstein. Yeah.
In 1984, you know? And courtesy of whosample.com, discuss.com, and rateyourmusic.com. This is another source I discovered for a lot of things about producers, not mainstream known producers. That's where I got my information on PQRS, you know?
Cool.
And for that, to me it was really basic, the song. Without the sample of the theme of, there was no song, you know? There was no beat. Yeah. So I was generous. I give it a 2.5.
2 point.
That was the worst of Jazzy.
How can you say that you're generous when you're giving it 2.5?
I give him half the point. I could have given a 0 or 1. So I said me.
So
even though a 0 as a beat.
No. You know? Even though I think your 2.5 is a little low, I do agree that this is where it gets monotone. Where it gets a little boring, where it gets outdated, you know, that heavy synth beat, and to me, and then this is what I find that DJ Jazzy Jeff has a sound when he produces, you know, even though it could again, I always found that DJ Jazzy Jeff will kind of always stayed in the realm of old school. But he still had a sound, and that sound was not there.
No, that's true. Because they used the movie team.
Exactly.
It was directed at the movie, you know?
However, no, not even however, because you know what? To me, I find this is the weakest part of that song is unfortunately the instrumental track. And for that reason, I give it a 3.
And just one last thing, you mentioned Jazzy Jeff. Over the years, I never considered him a producer much more. Compared to guys like Lodge Professor, Jazzy Jeff always produced for Fresh Prince, and him was collaboration. And then he went to do a few tracks here and there for people, but he mostly did mixes. He was a great DJ. He's a great DJ.
Oh, yo, I will tell you.
Once mix live.
Me too. Know? And
this guy's in here, and he could mix a lot of different sounds, like house music. You know.
Yeah, he's down with the house music.
An astonishing DJ, you know. So he was mostly known for his mixes, but after that, he has a lot of albums he mixes. You gotta quote one of them, you know. And he has that word, but that's another topic as for the producer part. But just it wasn't enough. So for Relevance, longevity. Recorded in 1987. It was released as a third single of the rap music's first double album. And that song was discredited by the producers of New Line Cinema.
Exactly.
They were the
they did not want to have anything to do with it.
With rap, you know.
It was that deep. It was that deep.
In 87, rap was not perceived as a musical. The white music industry didn't see rap as
a valid music form, as a valid art form.
Those that were visionaries saw the potential, like Jerry Heller from
NWA.
You know, these guys. But the copyright holders of the movie, the franchise, they disconnected that. So the producers enlisted the Fight Boys after that. No, not prior to that. In the video and on the record, they had to put a sticker that said this is not associated or has anything.
Yeah, they had to put a disclaimer.
Disclaimer, you know, it was just for fun and information. And then that song was a hit.
Yeah,
was huge. It played.
And after they tried to do the same thing by using the Fat Boys.
They went up to do on the third movie. If I remember, it's the third movie, and they went to do a soundtrack. They had two soundtracks, one regular and the other one. Half the album had rappers and half had rock bands like Blondie's New Age rock.
Oh, shoot.
So they tried to diversify because they saw that song had so much potential in the hit, and they enlisted the Fat Boys to record the rap version that says with the real voice of the real Freddie. Because on this one, the Fresh Prince was emulating Freddie. Yes, I'm Freddie, you know. And this one they used the real voice of Freddie Krueger and Robert Englund.
Yeah, Robert Englund. Yep.
And the Fat Boys did that song, Are You Ready for Freddie? But it wasn't that great compared to that new one.
No, it wasn't.
And for Relevance longevity, it was covered by Kid Bop Kids.
Yeah.
In 2004. Did you know that thing is a brand of compilation album featuring children singing contemporary popular songs that sold 17 million albums?
I know. So that's live though. That's live.
Music sells. And the kids in 2004, they redid a version of Nightmare on My Street, you know. So for that, I give it a 3.5.
Okay, that's cool. So I will tell you, on my end, is this track still relevant? How did it stand?
It was longevity mostly.
I will tell you, every other year, I'll be like at some stupid Halloween party and that song is gonna play.
That's a proof of longevity.
Yeah, that is a proof of longevity. And you know, I found the same information about Kids Bop in 2004, but also again in 2015. So that song, they redid it twice in a span of a decade and plus.
So it must have an impact or relevance.
It does have. But not only that, I find it something that unfortunately could resonate really well with kids.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's
okay. I find it does have this childish essence to it.
Yeah. And don't forget Halloween, it has to be fun.
Yeah.
That's why everybody.
So again, even though, and I do agree with you, it's not the best track, but it has a position.
And 40 years of hip hop.
That's right, it does. And for that reason, for relevance and longevity, mostly longevity, because relevance, Halloween is like once a year, I will give it a 3.5 and we match.
Yes, and that's good. Powerful impact.
Boom from the cannon.
Now for the impact. The hardest part to review, and that's where it breaks or make a song.
That's right.
Impact. That song. It showed how rap could impact and fit in modern culture.
Yes, indeed.
That's a real proof. Break barriers and be accepted by forces by the white mainstream media. Mm-hmm. How a rap song could change the industry, that was a pure example, you know. He was one of the first, you know. And over the years, you saw like people like 50 Cent, Kanye West, break barriers, Eminem, you know, would impose the music when the industry didn't want it. And they had to follow, you know, because white America, the whole world wanted more, you know. Mm-hmm. And the power of a rap songs in urban America. You have to read that book by Steve Stahl. How he wrote a book, you know, he was an executive in the music rap industry. And Steve Stahl wrote, I forgot the name of the book, but it talks about that, how rap changed the culture, the whole culture, industry, the corporations, you know. And It did all that just by being an unofficial song always. You know, it had a disclaimer and everything. It wasn't intended to be a hit, and it worked, you know. And the song became such a crossover hit in the US. It reached number 15 on the Hot 100 rate.
It did.
I was like, damn. I didn't know that back then, you know.
Yeah, it did.
It was so good in a hit that Jive Records incorporated 4 rap songs on the next movie of Nightmare on Elm Street 5. So my mistake, I thought it was 3, but
it's 5.
on the 5. So Jive Records said to New Line Cinema, hey, we gotta put rap on our next soundtrack, that Freddy Krueger, you know? And that soundtrack included Houdini, Kool Dr. Ice, and Schoolie D.
Dr. Ice, is that the guy from UTFO?
Yes, you know, so I'm like, wow, these guys, Schoolie D, they chose
and we're talking about Nightmare on Elm Street 5?
5.
What year was that?
I think it was the Dream Warriors.
Because
that was in 92.
Because to me, like, this lineup seems pretty outdated. Already. Anyways.
So, the impact was so huge. I give it a 3.5.
So, you're saying that the impact was huge, but you give it a 3.5?
Yeah.
Hater, man. You're a hater.
No, it's not a hater.
Yeah. So I will tell you. So again, there's a lot of stuff that I found also in my research, and I won't repeat myself. However, there is one thing that during my research I was like, oh, that's a good one. It's actually on the Billboard Top 25 Best Halloween Songs Ever. Of all times. So to me, guys, just for that, for impact, I give it a 4.
But you dissed me with my 3.5. I thought you were going to give it a 5.
Well, so I mean, like 4 is a little...
4, 3.5.
I don't know. It's still 3. It's still 3. But you know what? I feel that the 3.5 is a little... a bit of a shortcoming. But it works, you know. So let's do a little recap, my man.
So for Originality, I came up with a 3.
Simple sucker. 3. I gave it a 5, man. So wait a minute.
I think Ron's got the 5.
I think I got the 5-oritis, man.
Oh, so you see how things change. You say things don't change.
I need to rest. I have the 5-oritis.
He's gonna come up with the flu. And delivery, lyrics, and flow, I went up with a 2.5.
4.
Fred, I think you got me all wrong, you know.
4, man. I gave it a 4.
Wow.
Because of the storytelling.
But production beat, I gave it 2.5 too.
I give it a 3, and you know what? I will say that your 2.5 is very fair.
You know, so relevance, longevity, 3.5.
3.5. We in.
And for the impact, 3.5.
I thought the song was a little more impactful. I gave it a 4 for a total of 19.5 on 25, 76%, and that's right. That's the joint. Oh, me, I went out with 15 out of 25. It gave me a 60%. And the status, who am I? What's my name? How could you do this to DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, man? How can you? How could you? That particular song wasn't the strongest. But because of these reasons, what it sparked it, what it did to America, you know, influence. 60%? That's why it had to be on the top. Yeah, but 60%. That's our own personal opinion of the song. But if it's on the list, Jazzy Jeff, Fresh Prince, props due because you're in the 1,000 songs in 40 years of hip-hop. And it won't be their last song. No. I'm quite sure. I'm quite sure. So party people, what did you think about that? Like me on my stream. Comment. I'm sure a lot of people never heard about it. Listen to the track first. And don't be scared of that old 80s synth beat, okay?
Yeah, just rap style, you know.
Yeah, it's you gotta take it for what it is.
So just listen to it without perspective, what we give you, you know. So try it out.
Give it a shot. So party people, don't forget to like, cling, And also share with your friends, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe for the people, so as soon as we drop a new video, you get notified right away.
WayBackWhenBlog.com.
That's right. Also, follow us on Spotify.
Yep. We have the
podcast
version.
40 Years of Hip Hop, and it's going to be on Apple Music by next week. So
if you can't stand our face, you can listen to us instead.
Driving, listening to some audio, that's all good. So, party people, peace,
we out.
And we out.